Hey everyone, we are here for a great member stream. There's actually some really great. I know there's some frustration with some topics being hot lately, but I think that makes great movie talk, great discussions. But I do want to, I want to thank Brian and Aaron for being here. I'm sorry if other members couldn't make it. I will also do. I think from now on, I'm going to put up a link on the channel section for community section of things you want me to address on the member stream too, besides the mailbag, so people can have a voice. Members that can't make the live streams. I think that would be a good thing to do. I am enjoying myself more than I ever am when the conversation's that hot. But there is something I need to fix though. There is something to fix. And that's just when things like debates, okay? Debates are great. It's great to expand your horizons, get out of your echo chamber, get out of your bubble. But there's also things with strong personalities that have such a strong presence on their own channels. And when we come in here, sometimes the debate doesn't end. And I think that is Tony, actually, I love Tony, but he said, before you end it when it's hot. And I kind of agreed with him. And then I'm like, no, I have to, at a certain point, we have to move on to another subject. I know Jeffrey Miller would be very happy with that.
And you had a stream to do with Leah.
Because sometimes I invite, it's no one to blame except myself. We have to have a white flag, wave the white flag, agree to disagree, put a pin on it. Because if you think about presidential debates, they are very aggressive. If you think about one of my favorite shows, Bill Maher, A Real Time with Bill Maher, Politically Incorrect, he has people that have completely different mindsets on, but they end the show. They have an end time. If you don't have an end time or put a pin on it and agree to disagree, that's where it gets exhausting. And there's other topics to cover. And sometimes some of my great friends are such strong personalities that it's not that I don't want them on. It's that when I come on, I know certain people are love debating so much and have such strong opinions and such mindsets that I know it's not going to end. And that's not healthy for me. So I want these debates, but we have to have a point where we're like, let's put a pin on it, agree to disagree, and move on to another subject. That's what I have to do for the show. And I do want to get to my pal Blinded Braille, because you are all my producers of my show, and you are doing exactly what you need to do by criticizing me, criticizing the show, criticizing ethics online is a very important subject, and
I've got some critiques, Max. You just wait.
Could help with consumer confidence across the board with all industries. This is a great thing, but we also have to get to the point where, because I don't have a hug box and an echo chamber in the chat, we also could be so critical, and you have valid points that some guests may not want to appear because it can potentially feel like you're on trial. So we have to get our little points in and then move on to another subject is something that we have to all work on, including myself. And I do want to point out to Blinded Braille, who left a comment on the last video, is the exact opposite of what I want. I have to be clear, and I'm going to tell Blinded Braille, I covered this on the member stream because this is the exact opposite I want. I don't want people rage quitting or saying I don't want to have debates anymore. No, that's the best kind of content to be. Yeah.
I came back. I never left.
Yeah, no, that's the best type of content to be. That gets my motor going. I'm like, yeah.
Get your blood pumping. Makes you want to get up in the morning.
But then it can get where it gets to the point exhausting is where neither side is conceding to the debate. Because let's be real, a real debate. Do you have someone admitting defeat at the end? No. Do you have someone say?
I just get pissed off and leave the stream. That's what happens.
No. But does everyone agree on who won a debate in a presidential debate or Milwar? No.
And that's what turn it to your channel. That's going to tell what you want to hear about that debate.
No. I mean, but this is the thing that people have to understand about debates. Debates are great. Voicing your opinion is great. Freedom of speech is great. These make conversations very interesting. But then you have to get a point in the conversation where you're like, okay, We're not conceding either point here. And this is where internet turns into blood sports after debates. Not that we have blood sports here, but that's where it goes. That's why internet can be so volatile, because you have people debating and it doesn't end until
sports were fun.
No, but until someone's humiliated or conceded. That's the difference between the real world and the internet.
When it gets doxxed and their life ruined,
That's the difference between the internet version of debates and actual debates in the real world or even political. The internet type of debating, I don't want this to be a blood sport or conceding or humiliated.
Or a shouting contest. Like,
right,
come on, man. Like, I can yell louder than you.
Concede to my point. That's not healthy. But I want to show you Blinded Braille's comment. And I love Blinded Braille. You're doing exactly what I want.
Blinded Braille's awesome, dude.
Right. And you're doing exactly what I wanted. But
he's just very frustrated with this stuff. Yeah.
No, don't be frustrated. This is good movie talk. Look, would he push back at Syl? That was great content last night.
Yes,
but we also have to get to a point where Syl's like, I'm not here for a trial too. Like, I'm here to answer a few questions and then move on. That's what we have to do. Get a few points. Show some tact across the board. Get a few things in there, and then don't hound people to submit to your opinion of them. Do few, we have to work a bit. We have to be more balanced, I would say, all across the board.
Be more like me, okay?
Yeah.
Take your shots, wait a little bit, and make your shots count.
Yeah.
And then just step back.
Yeah. You don't release your whole magazine of ammo all in one debate.
No, you got to be strategic about it. It's more along the things. But as far as with regards to the earlier debate, the thing is it came down to semantics, and not only that, but certain biases might have had a play in terms of taking things too seriously. Because I'm just saying, what we talk about here on a daily basis, based on rumors and speculation, is not anywhere near what I would consider legitimate.
You have to understand, these are, listen, the environment for consumers and for viewers is going towards more transparency and disclaimers. But
that's
true. You have to understand, this is a precedent that you're expecting of the industry that's not followed yet.
Well, it's not realistic at this point.
And you can't expect people, like saying third-party verification. That sounds great. But we're ultimately still believing someone on their word unless you call them on it, unless you call their hand. And then a lot of people they're not going to deal with that. Like Mikey Sutton, I invited Mikey Sutton on to answer these type of questions, and honestly, he answered, and I can't blame him for the answer. He's like, why would I go to dinner with someone that already thinks I'm like a crook? That's not his exact words, but already thinks I'm a liar. Then you have to prove them that there's a high hurdle there. Then you have to spend that time doing that where you could be spending other time doing your job where you make money. It's not really beneficial for him. I think questioning and critique is our most valid thing we could do as consumers, as viewers, and on the internet. And this is not a movie talk problem, really. It's a internet problem. Fox News and CNN both do the source game, and they don't reveal their sources to their viewers. I'm sorry.
Oh, of course.
So it's illegal. It's illegal.
Sources said, right.
And that is also another problem, because sources could get harassed in this age.
Okay, it's actually illegal.
We're talking about entertainment, and I said this in the backstage. It's like, do we hold TMZ to the same standard? Well, because that's basically what we are. We are
TMZ.
Ultimately, it comes down to subjective opinion if you value this source of information based on their track record. It basically all comes down to track record. And even if there's a third-party verification, we're still, unless someone calls their hand, like say, show me your hand on that, you're still trusting the personality to say.
Dude, Isaac, the internet fuels hate, brother. You can anonymously just be a total asshole and be fine.
Roosevelt,
you know what I mean?
I will check that. I will check out your first YouTube short. I know Roosevelt has a lot of hot takes. So Roosevelt, if someone could give you Roosevelt's channel, or you could post it, We would like to support Roosevelt, especially since he contributed to the giveaway.
Oh, got
He's given
level head.
I somehow there's only
Try.
two comics out of the 3. I don't know what happened to the third. No, I'm just kidding. Roosevelt provided. We want to support Roosevelt as well. But I wanted to get the Blinded Braille's comment that he left on the last live stream, and I don't want people to not voice their opinion.
I got it. All right.
Okay.
So here, let's give it, because Blinded Braille, I hope you're not feeling like this was in a way. I want you to push back on me, Brian. Don't I tell it to all my producers of the show? I want people to question what I'm doing. I want all this level of transparency on my channel.
Let me.
Yeah, you do, Max. You do say. Yeah, you do say that.
Oh shoot! Let me get to what the heck.
What is it? What was that?
All right, here we go. So this is Blinded Braille's comment. Here, let me read it. If the conversation is pretentious, then I've been wrong in the community. No, you haven't. My apologies. You don't need to apologize for anything. For voicing an opinion that I thought was constructive and useful for others. It is constructive. It is useful. But sometimes we have to put a pin on it at a certain point because we don't want to put everyone on trial. That's we got to do a little bit and then do some other constructive, baby steps, because we are actually questioning the validity of his partner, his business partner, really, sales business partners, Mikey. It's very fair to criticize him. I don't know if I'll ever even get Tommy Tallarico back on because I've had so many critics on, and it really is not worth his time to come here again. Really, honestly, there's so many critics on my channel and my viewers, and that's not your fault. I'm just saying, when you allow freedom of speech and you allow the hard questions, we at a certain point we have to put a pin on it. But that doesn't mean the conversation shouldn't happen. It's just we have to find a balance. We have to be like, martial arts. You have to do a balance. Only, don't do constant strikes. Be like Danielson. Don't be like Johnny Lawrence. Be like Danielson.
Yeah, an illegal crane kick.
Yeah. So we have to be a little
up now, man.
A little bit more nuanced and tactful instead of But I want the conversations, though. I don't know how to stress that to people. I will stand by Tony and what we said. That's fine. My philosophy has always been critical. Yes, I'm critical myself and things that I love. It's just my nature. I come back to the channel when I'm done introspection and lighten up. I want you to be on here right now.
Dude, no, man.
Yeah.
He's taking a step back.
What did he say? I don't know what happened. Well, I saw what he was saying earlier about wanting to take a step away from some of the Snyder stuff, which I understand. Yeah. I'm in the same boat.
No. I talked with him a little bit after the show last night, and I said that was great. It's just we have to get to a point where we don't, because we are questioning the integrity of these people, and then they're coming here for we have to be a little more nuanced, but that's not on him. Just we gotta have to find it. I don't always highlight every single comment that's extremely critical of the guest, because if I do that everything, it's just going to put the guest on edge. Why would they want to endure that?
Oh, absolutely. No, I understand that. And you kind of have to play it easy when you have certain people on. It's just about navigating the waters of YouTube.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know.
So here's what I said. I love your criticism. I just have to be careful because I also want guests to feel comfortable. If we put every guest on trial, it's not going to be very welcoming. It's a hard balance. It is still a hard balance, but it's very important to keep our criticism, though. Freedom of speech is important. Criticism is important. We need more of this on the internet, not less, but we also have to be balanced, and we have to put a pin on it when no one's conceding a debate, because it's just going to end up in misery. If we keep going, I wish
I'd have been there.
If we keep going in circles, on a point, the last stream.
Well, that's why I don't like. That's why I got tired of the Snyder argument. It was that
because no one concedes. And
it keeps going around and around and around. And on your channel, no offense, it was you don't know. Well, you don't know. You know what I mean?
I
So
said no, but I said neither side knows, right?
yeah, and that's the thing. And if at the end of the day, if nobody knows, I get the
but it's
speculation.
still fun. It's fun.
Well, see, like, and then this is where I'll say about like the speculation game, kind of what we do, but it's also influenced by scoopers. So it's like it's really hard to, because like I would say a scooper gives our speculation focus. You know, because they'll give us the rumor and we'll be like, okay, well, we can kind of, oh, okay, that's the idea they're looking at. We can judge our speculation based off of that information. So that was like when before the Rise or the Last Jedi came out and Mike Zero had all those videos.
Well, this is where I get, this is like, I everyone needs to do what they need to do for themselves. But this is where my source of frustration is. When you say we need to work on things better, people like bounce. They're like, and this is an internet problem too, like rage quit. Like, all right, I'm done. I'm not saying that's what he's doing. I'm saying this is what my friends sometimes do. I'm not accusing Blinded Braille. I'm saying that's not the answer to just be like, all right, I'm done with it. I wash my hands.
I mean,
we have to be better. We have to figure things out for more comfort level, more nuance, more tact.
No. Yeah. This speaks to me personally because I have done this.
Yes.
I'm actually kind of glad that I've been getting up at 5:30 in the morning and walking to work. It gives my head focus. You know, I feel great in the morning. I've actually been losing weight, which is cool. So, I mean, with that being said, I've avoided these streams because I don't want the argument anymore. All it does is take people who are friends or were friends or could potentially be friends, and it shoots it in the foot, man. Like I've had 3 breakups with the Snyder community since I've been a part of it. Like, and these are good people that we've had on the stream on this channel. Like, I don't know.
Well,
yes, exactly. You're toxic positivity,
Matt,
bro.
Toxic positivity. How? How am I being toxic when I'm positive? That it could happen?
Dude,
that's not saying 100%.
No, it's because you refuse to hear when somebody's going to tell you it's not going to happen. You're just like, no, you don't know. And it's like, well, I'm going to sit back and say, you don't know either, man. So we're just flapping our gums and talking out of our ass because
that is
nobody
false.
knows.
I think I do know it has high hurdles. I've admitted that every step of the way. There's a lot going against it, but that's not toxic positivity. You're false in this statement. I admit it might not happen. I admit it could happen.
It's a bit over the top, brother. I'm just saying.
Saying that it could happen?
No, your enthusiasm for it is over the top sometimes. And that's okay. But I'm just saying, like, some people can interpret that in a completely different way. And that's what I'm saying.
Josh, don't step away. Step away, Josh. He was stopping. No, don't. I think unless you want to, but I thought
get
you
that
stopped.
Nicotine, brother.
No. He said he was stopping, I think.
Oh, okay.
No, Matt, it's not true. I have examined the other side. There's a lot going against it. I understand.
Dude, I got all this out of my system. And
look.
There's Enosh's
No,
where you
who's
can
not
see my
conceding?
face.
He wants
I'm
me
sitting
to
there like this.
This is where we go around in circles, Matt, is you want me to submit to your idea of me, and I'm not going to do that. I'm my own person. I'm open to criticism. I will not submit to other people's opinion to me when I know it's not true. I know my truth. I examine the possibilities that it's done, but there's other things going on, and I'm not going to submit to your opinion of me. That's it. I'm not going to submit. It's a debate. We have a difference of opinion. No one is wrong until it comes out and we know for sure until years down the line. No one's wrong until then.
Well, no, like you said, we can simply just agree to disagree.
My fingers in my ears about what? About like the Mikey Sutton story? I would have to see the context of, like, this is another comment on this specific video. I swear, Max answered everything as to do more research. Someone brought up something that I didn't research ahead of the stream because I have debates consistently, and I would have to see the context of the situation when the article was released. What were the factors at? That's a very fair answer. I don't want to immediately call it a failure until we know what was happening, the reasons that led him to make that article. So I don't want to that was why I was like, I can't ultimately say when he wrote it that he was incorrect at the time. And anyone that covers the movie industry should realize things change all the time.
There's a difference between facts and rumors.
Yeah.
you know, and
big difference. I mean, like
if you're expecting like, you know, accountability from rumors, where they tell you to take it with a grain of salt.
See, Matt, you're extremely critical me where I have debates more often than you do. So people bring up stuff that I'm not prepared to. I let everyone on. I'm not saying you don't have people on your panel, but I consistently allow people to jump on that weren't planned. And that's where you go into these situations where people bring up stuff that you didn't research because you didn't know they were going to bring it up.
And to be honest, like,
that's not fair, Matt. That's not fair.
Tony also does that all the time.
Yeah,
he did that to you with the Amico. He's like, "Do you remember that time when so and so said this?" It's like, no, I don't, man.
I don't, and that's where the perception is that I'm unprepared. It's because I allow people to jump on that I wasn't planning for. If I always plan my show for specific topics, of course I'm not going to know everything.
And like I said, this is no offense to Tony. I mean, that's
Matt. But you don't always have an open panel where anyone could jump on. Usually, it's the certain people. If someone's in the chat, you're not all, and then of course someone's going to bring something out that you didn't think about. So you're being unfair of your critique of me, Matt. Right now, you're being unfair because I consistently like, okay, you want to come on, let's come on, and I didn't plan it at all. I don't know what you're going to say.
I can kind of see what he's saying, though. I mean, you're a
reactor. Yeah.
Well, you've always been the mad reactor. You know what I mean? Like, how could you do a reaction if you've already seen the video?
I mean, why do I want to do research when we could discuss it live and figure out as we go? That's more fun.
Yeah, that's just kind of the way you've run your show.
Yeah,
I understand that. Sorry, I'm not trying to.
Yes, this is what I said. This is where it will help in the future. Let's put a pin on this, agree to disagree, and move on to a different topic. Yeah. You're the most critical of the fandom, so everyone has the right to criticize. I never went after you personally. I didn't call you. I called you the biggest critic of the Snyder Cut movement right now.
Well, no, there's
no. I wouldn't say it's. I wouldn't.
Did I put villain horns on you or anything? No.
You did give him a knife, the knife picture.
Well, you
did kind of take some shots at him, man. Like, I think the only thing missing was the laser eyes, or maybe you did those.
He does the laser eyes. I'm not making him a villain. If he feels like a villain, that's on you. I'm not making you a villain.
I'm just.
You are the biggest critic of. Okay. You know how many times I've been on thumbnails of someone else? Just because
you have.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
Okay. You've used people with thumbnails, clip-based thumbnails. We all do.
And Rel has a point too. It's like, yeah, dude, but Matt, you do kind of trigger people, which is fine.
Do you really have issue with me putting you in your thumbnail because you're the biggest critic? I put the biggest critic of the Snyder Cut in my thumbnail. Yes.
But like I said, it's all part of what we do. I mean,
I have no problem my image being in thumbnails. I've been consistently in thumbnails too. Yeah, if you really have a problem with you being in thumbnails, you should go to some other people too, other friends, because I'm not the only one. That's all I'm saying. You were the biggest critic. Now you're moving on. Okay.
Calling him a villain's a bit much, though.
I didn't call him a villain.
It's a bit hyperbolic.
He said villain. I didn't paint him as a villain.
Well, I'm gonna say you did. Like
I said he was wrong. Is that saying this is where people get too emotional? I said he was wrong.
No. Okay.
He said.
Remember Andy and Joe. Remember the two people that we won't mention.
Yeah.
And how
today?
Well, how often? The problem is the frequency. I think that I would have an issue with. It's because it was how many of those videos you did, like 5 of them in a row.
You were the biggest critic at that time. Yes, you absolutely were at that time. Definitely.
Well, no, it's just because he's associated with us. He was the first one of us to kind of just start.
I didn't want this to become a Matt debate either, because this is also a members only stream. So this is where I want to say I'm going to put a pin on this conversation, Matt. I could talk to you behind the scenes on it. I could come on your stream on it, or I can have you on. But this is where I'm saying a big personality is not going to manipulate the member stream. Because
I'm just talking about the optics of the last month.
Yeah, my opinion is that you're wrong to say it's done. There's other factors. There's other things to consider. Ooh. Okay. So let's put a pin on it and move on because we have other things to talk about. We do. And we only have an hour. That's where I mean where my friends are, which I'm more than happy to open them up. But like we said at the beginning of the stream, sometimes we have to agree to disagree and move on. I'm open to having this conversation with you, Matt, and I love you, man. When I made this thumbnail here, which you were in it again, I don't know if I still have it. For my friend, I made a donation for you. I mean, to the Autumn Snyder in your name, and that wasn't meant to make you a villain. That was to say, have some fun with the criticism you did. That's all. Okay, so Josh, how are you doing, man?
I am doing great, guys. I did a stream earlier. It was pretty fun. There was a wrestling pay-per-view last night, so we were just talking about how it went and everything like that. Gave everybody's opinions, and then gave them time to. We just did general talk on wrestling and what we like and stuff like that. So it was a blast.
I got something for Tuesday, guys.
Okay, that's cool.
I got something for Tuesday. It's kind of funny.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, Josh, I have my stream tomorrow for wrestling. Anybody's welcome to join.
Yeah,
Tuesday, I got something fun.
That's why I do the Mondays. See, that's the thing. We both cover wrestling, but I want to do different stuff on different days. That way we respect each other. And I don't want to do your kind of content. And then since you don't want to do the watch parties, I'll do them. And that's cool.
They burn me out.
We can work together as part of the same community.
Cool.
And do different content and yet still have people and support each other,
And Tuesday, I'm doing a fun topic. I'm getting really tired of this guessing game about who's going to appear in Doctor Strange as cameos. So I'm making a stream about saying everybody's going to appear in that movie.
You should make a wheel with a bunch of faces, a bunch of superheroes and characters, and just go ring. And be like, oh yeah, that's good.
I'm gonna have fun with that. Yeah, Brian, I'm gonna have fun with that. Everybody's welcome to join because it's hilarious to see on Twitter and stuff. Like everybody guessing who's gonna appear in Doctor Strange.
Well, absolutely. I will highlight this because Nerdette is saying someone in the chat. Yeah, it's very possible. I don't know the context, but it's very possible. If it was, I thought you meant
there are posers. There are people who pose as Matt.
Yeah, there's lots of people that do. Yeah. So I don't know if that's what happened, Nerdette, and you feel free to critique. But I also want to move on to the other topic because this is what happens when sometimes we have a free speech platform. We have lots of different opinions. We can't, even myself, one person, manipulate the whole conversation. We have to get back on topic. We're talking about the Flash. Popcorn Planet gave spoilers that they are considering a CGI and this isn't going into the spoilers or the leaks about Flash. This is just discussing the fact. This is fact that not the Val Kilmer part yet, but there are two Ezra Millers in the Flash, and I'm not hating on the man or whatever he identifies as, and I'm not making fun of that either. I'm just saying I don't know. I don't know. I don't really research a lot of their personal life. I know he's very into certain things. I don't know. But I'm saying there's two. Yeah, I mean there's two of him, and he is not the personality of Momoa or Gal. And think of two of an actor that doesn't have that charisma that other actors do, and that's he could be a great actor. He's just not. Is he? This is ultimately the Flash movie has a lot of stuff going for it, but maybe not Flash so much. And I have some proof and facts that it's not looking good until something changes about being on people's most anticipated film of 2022. If it has all the supplemental talk and rumors and speculation of things that could be included in there, and it's still not up on people's most anticipated list, that does not bode well. And I have a poll that I didn't create for the Fandom Awards for straw polls. It's someone else's poll. And the results movie. and the results don't look too good for the Flash as of right now. This was a recent article.
I'd also argue because we know a lot of the stuff that's happened behind the scenes, so we have our own bias against this movie right out the gate. So I mean, I think it's just going to be a culmination of just not caring. Like William always says, they bought themselves the worst thing they could have done, which is apathy. just people not giving a rat's anymore. Like I don't care, man. Like I had the worst reaction to that Batman trailer, and I know I'm probably wrong, and I'm still gonna go watch it, but like I just shrugged my shoulders and goes like, oh, another Batman. Like,
yeah,
and I knew it was coming out, and I love the other trailers. I'm just like,
well, you're in the minority here.
Brian, I get
because
it, man.
I will show you the results of this is JoeBlow.com. You could go vote. I would encourage you to vote.
Most anticipated movie of 2022.
Right, there's a okay.
Doctor Strange better be number one. What?
Okay, so
Get
the
out of here.
Batman.
Of course,
Doctor
Batman's gonna be
Strange.
number one.
Listen, I said you're in the minority, Brian. Lots of people are feeling the Batman. Look, did you
I mean,
see
Brian
Zoe
knows that's gonna be
Kravitz as
number one.
Catwoman?
Yeah,
Listen, I don't want to be creepy, but she is a sexy Catwoman. I'm sorry.
I saw it.
Yes, I was just live, Justin. Yes,
I doesn't get my fire going, man. I don't know.
get someone's fire going.
Yeah, I guess I got Robert Pattinson's fire going.
Well,
The Batmobile.
that's a rumor.
Man,
Do you have third-party
Batman
verification
and
on
have
that?
sex in the Batmobile.
Brian, do you have third-party verification?
I hear Matt Reeves was really pissed.
Is he the third verification on the Batmobile?
No, get that off of Geekosity.
Hey, it's possible it could happen in the movie. Who knows?
Hey,
It's really
Nerdette.
hard.
Could we have you? I've got to contact you via email. I would love to have you on as an interview because I haven't really had you on the channel. We'll make it a structured interview. Maybe we'll invite Rhea, have some ladies collab, get some ladies back together in the future. Yeah, Justin saying hi to Nerdette. Appreciate your content. I appreciate if you really want someone positive covering comics. I would really point you to Nerdette, and she does have hard conversations, great interviews with the people in the industry, very knowledgeable about comics. If you have any questions about comics, go check out Nerdette's Newsstand. And Geeks, if you could pimp her channel for sure, she's doing great things over there. I really support that channel.
We can all agree. We can all agree. Batman definitely had sex in the Batmobile in the comics.
Well, Batman's a hero. Listen to Enoch. Batman is a hero.
You guys.
He takes care of the ladies. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's get our interpretation of this.
It's a good
list and
workout if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Doctor Strange.
Why is Sonic 2 not even on the list?
Well,
That's shenanigans. I call shenanigans.
That's a good question.
Shenanigans.
I would rather see Sonic 2 than Avatar 2. Oh, Top Gun Maverick.
Come on.
Oh, get out of here with
There's
that.
not even a current trailer for it. It's just the old one.
Don't care. I'd rather see Thor: Love and Thunder. Okay, I'm down. Doctor
Oh, I
Strange,
would go that
absolutely. The Batman. Okay.
all right. Well,
You asked me a couple months ago.
this
before
is
I got
not.
pissed
This
off.
is not. This is not as this isn't like the Fandom Awards polls that were compromised. This is Joe Blow. No, I'm just kidding. Doctor Strange of the Multiverse of Madness, Thor: Love and Thunder, which is a surprise. I didn't think it would be up there. Avatar 2,
Yeah.
Top Gun Maverick,
Yeah.
Jurassic World Dominion,
Yeah.
and The Flash. It almost got the same amount of votes as The Northman. That does not bode well. I mean, we haven't got like a official trailer yet, so we have to have that context.
Yeah, we got a teaser. Yeah.
But we haven't had one
Yeah.
for Avatar or Thor: Love of Thunder either, and they're ahead of
Avatar
it.
2 is gonna suck, right, Bradley?
No, but I mean, but what's your these ones didn't get that many votes either. But what's your thoughts on this poll of how that at right now they have something to prove?
Oh, come on.
They have something to prove with the Flash when we get the trailer. You know, they obviously need to prove the consumer confidence isn't there yet, right? I think that's fair to say in the Flash.
Oh, absolutely. They haven't really given anybody much to go by. There's a lot of confusion involved because people don't know. They're like, we don't know how this is going to go. And there's a lot of wait and see. And people don't like wait and see, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they do
Morbius
if it's worth the wait.
Morbius.
We're
is
talking,
great, too.
well, basically what we're talking about is a continuation leading up to a soft reboot of a movie that took place in 2017.
Hey, you know what? You know what we reboot the whole X-Men universe?
I hope it is Roosevelt Galaxy Comic Nerd. Cool. You changed. That's your channel name.
I mean,
I'll check that out.
Well, just look at it this way: it's the sequel to Justice League. It's not going to be that good.
The X-Men did it.
Mm-hmm. Well,
It's
You're
true.
true.
X-Men did it, right?
What's your
Days of Future
thoughts?
Past was
What's your
okay.
thoughts
Yeah.
on the results of that poll, Josh? The general Joe Blow, audience. What they're
Oh,
most
come on.
interested in.
That's bullcrap.
Why? Why?
Look at Sonic. It's not even a freaking
Well,
1%.
I mean, if Sonic was in there, I think it would have got some votes. That's fair.
It was
love
in there.
Sonic,
It was
dude.
at 0.44%.
Well, you could go
Sonic the
vote.
Hedgehog was the best movie of
Well,
2020.
I don't see a lot of children going to Joe Blow. As my interpretation, it's not like I'm
Okay,
not saying
so
you have.
if it's
I'm not
adults,
being
then probably.
no, I'm not being condescending. Like only children can like this. I'm saying Joe Blow's probably more adult nerds that could like Sonic, but it's not their main demographic on JoeBlow.com. Is my interpretation.
No.
Okay, I will admit the reason why I watch Sonic is because my nephew loves Sonic.
Yeah.
Like I can't wait
Yeah,
to
but
take him to
like
the
for me,
theater
it's
for that one.
nostalgia. Like I remember Sonic when I was a kid.
Oh, Sonic 2 is my
Yeah.
favorite game. Like
Yeah,
On the
Sonic
Genesis.
2 is my favorite too, man.
Bro,
Sonic 2
just-
you can play on the
Awesome,
Switch.
Jeffrey. Awesome,
Online.
Jeffrey. Subscribing to everyone. I appreciate that.
hey, welcome, man.
Thanks.
I'll be doing a food stream sometime this
Max, check Fandango's poll. Okay, can someone find me Fandango's poll? I didn't know they did a poll too. That would be interesting.
week. I don't want Fandango.
Yeah, I would-
That's
I
not
wonder
gross.
what's number
to see
one on
what that one
Fandango's
is.
poll.
Okay.
That's
Is
a
it the
casino in
Batman?
Carson City. Ew.
well,
No.
well, Josh, what's your interpretation of just the results for the Flash? Do they have a lot to
like,
prove?
As far as,
They-
like the Batman, I could totally see that being legit because that's what everybody's talking about right now,
Yeah.
and I understand because it's a different take than the others. Like I've said it a bunch of times, and this week we're gonna be doing Batman talk. So we're gonna talk about. I
Can
try not
someone-
to get political with it.
I keep
so it's
putting this
like
guy
other
in a
people's
timeout,
gossip
and he
scoopers
keeps
stuff.
coming
I
back.
leave that out. We just talk
Who's
about
coming back?
anticipation. What is like the chat and
Well-
the panel think of
Oh,
the new Batman
Doomcock.
coming out, stuff, just people's opinions and stuff like that, without getting too freaking movie political with it.
Yeah.
And it keeps down on the drama. Like I got Phil's community and then your community that come in on this stuff, and they get along pretty good. And some of Phil's community is pro Menace.
Sure,
So we
Geeks.
can
If
get those two
you're a great
communities
mod,
getting
I
along.
trust your decision. I can't block in StreamYard is the reason. It only
I
lets
got
me
it.
time
I got
out.
it. If it goes in again, or one of us, just
Because he
mute him on
keeps
the
making
channel.
he keeps making names about Enosh and soy and stuff. That's why.
Oh yeah, no, just mute.
I
him
mean
on the
that's not critique. That's just being a troll. That's
No,
the
he's gonna
difference
come
there.
back and
Yeah.
say
I'm,
it.
That's
I'm
being
here
a
for
dick.
I'm here for freedom of speech. We're here for you could criticize Enosh in the chat, but if you're gonna call him a little soy boy and all that other stuff, it's like, come on, grow up.
Yeah,
Find
That's-
some better insults, buddy.
yeah, that's
Oh,
ridiculous.
Yeah,
here
see-
it is.
see, there he
Caden's
is.
put in. Caden has put in the
Well, see
DMs.
that news. Someone could get that news and he has so many alt accounts, news and cooking now. What the hell?
So I got a question, and I know you guys know more about this
Okay.
than me. So is Ben Affleck and Michael Keaton going to be in this Flash movie?
That is confirmed. Yes.
Okay, so they're doing like a multiverse thing. Well, that should be
No, yeah, it's the kind of it's kind of. I don't know if it's because I think it's gonna merge the universe into one. Like this, that's what I think they're trying to
good.
do.
Oh, you don't think they're going to do a multiverse with it though?
No, I think it's gonna. I think Flashpoint. It's kind of like from the Flashpoint story, or it's gonna merge. It's not gonna be a typical Flashpoint story. It's just they're gonna merge the universe into one, making Keaton basically hit the
Should-
Batman. Yeah, and then Brandon
That
Affleck's
was
Batman.
asking about my link. I think
Yeah.
that's for my channel. At least
Yeah.
that's what I was trying to do.
Yeah.
It's-
Here you go, Nerdette.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So Caden has put. Caden has Here, I'm gonna put. Okay. Here's the tweet from Fandango.
All right. Well, let's cover this. We'll cover that later.
Thank
I
you,
want to get
Caden,
to
by the
this.
way.
Yeah. Thank you, Caden. I want to get to this. Ezra Miller debunks the Flash erasing because this also, from our my friendship with Matt, and I'm not bringing him up again, but saying it's over. We have to see because there's different sources are saying different. Now Ezra is a source on the Flash movie, so that's it. This is accurate to cover, Brian.
No. I have a perfect say. Okay, first off,
So let's get the context first of what.
Go ahead, and then I got a few things I want to say about it.
Yeah, it's because people were carrying out yesterday when the leaks came out that Ezra felt he should chime in. That's the context.
I was poking some fun. Sorry.
Yeah,
I took a
so
shot.
and it's from Grace Randolph. So this is great. This is great movie talk, everyone. Everyone simmer down. Let's debate. Let's be cool and discuss this. So Ezra Miller debunked the rumor that the Flash movie erases the Snyderverse. On January 1st, mortal enemy of Mikey Sutton, no, I just added that. YouTuber Grace Randolph claimed that the Flash deletes the Snyderverse from canon. If that sounds familiar, it's because I scooped it.
Grace is not the one that says erasing it.
Yeah, on March 26, 2021.
Grace did not say that.
Oh, no, I don't like Grace.
Yeah,
somebody else.
Yeah, but the context of her tweet, it led a lot of people there. Yes, we could look at the specifics. She basically said this is the new plan going forward. That's
yes.
Yeah, she did say that.
That's what she said. Yeah, she said that.
So it sounds familiar because at the time that was the plan, is what he admits. So it's accurate reporting. He's just saying based on his sources. Oh my God, we have so many disclaimers with this now. Based on his sources, he said that was what the original plan was, that they moved on. Furthermore, Ben Affleck's Batman was supposed to perish. So we have to really see if they stick to the original plan or not. There's been so many outlets claiming that this was the original plan. We have to see if it's what they activate in the movie. We'll have to wait and see. That's all. Others recycled both leaks recently. Neither of them are new. However, what many scoffed at then are taken seriously now from other sources. Certainly, the timing is suspect. Much of this follows Affleck's revelation about him leaving IP films behind. That has also heated up this conversation. Now, my personal opinion, which you could take it or leave it, you could call me, you could say that I'm being toxic positivity, or is what I've been, I feel that there may not definite, there may be an angle that they see what Spider-Man got with the Spider-Man crew denying that they want to continue, or denying that Toby and Andrew are even in the film, and how that has benefited them with the box office, spoilers. No, you could scoff at that. I think that is a potential angle. I could be wrong. I am open.
I can see what you're saying. I get it, man. But it's a bit of a reach, is what I'm getting at there.
I think this is a new model that you want to keep some. Now, the trail in the recent years, trailers have been giving too much away, and that is what they have. They have had research that said this is what the audience wants, but based on the revelations from Spider-Man, we now know that might not be exactly accurate as today's market. The market may have changed, whereas they might want everything in the trailer. Potentially, there's an opportunity for leaving things to the film, where they might be reevaluating that in the constant denial from talent that they're even involved is also a precedent that's been set here.
Okay, I can see what you're doing. You kind of convolute or putting together, how Andrew Garfield was acting about being in the movie, and how
it also happened. J.J. Abrams and Star Wars is notorious for this.
As you said before, it's kind of like a bargaining chip.
Kind of thing. Listen, J.J. Abrams has done this with his actors. So Star Wars has done this, and it's Star Wars is usually $1 billion franchise. So if you want to consider the current trends, I'm not saying that's what's. Please take me on my words as they are.
You're not saying that's what's happening.
I'm saying you're just saying that. Hey, I'm not even sure I'm not even sure how much I feel on that. I'm saying it's an angle.
Spaghetti at the wall to see if it's done.
And I think WB is so desperate that they would use their own history of won't they to use that for box office success in manipulating their fans' emotions. I do think WB could do that.
I mean, I can see how somebody could say you're coping.
Antonio said, "No, I'm not coping. I'm not saying that's what's happening. I'm giving a possibility, and I'm saying it's. If you want me to say that's likely or unlikely, I would say it's more unlikely than likely. If you want me to,
something that I want to say, because I've been a part of this, and
But I will. If you want me to admit something here, I would say that possibility is more unlikely than likely. Which percentage? I'm not sure.
That's fine. I think like you said, we're spitballing here. We're speculating.
I think it's an angle that could be taken. Yes,
it comes down to a few things. One is what do you define as the Snyderverse? Because in my opinion,
That's another
Oh
headache.
my god.
it's
Yes.
not going. It hasn't gone anywhere because it's not the Snyderverse. It's called the DCEU. Okay, as long as the characters survive, it's still active. In my opinion, as long as the characters are alive,
Yes,
and they
exactly.
and they reference the other events, it's still happening. Like look at Shazam. Okay, there's still Shazam 2, which I'm excited for. That out of all the DC movies, I'm looking forward to that.
That's
one.
why I am doing another. Debate that we have to be careful with the debate on what is canon, and that's why what is canon to the DCU.
Well,
that's another headache.
And then that's the other problem is like, what is canon? And I think
Well,
that's
we can tell. We definitely know
that's
one
what-
thing.
well,
the
that's
Harley
what really
Quinn movie-
screws everything up, man.
The Harley Quinn movie that's from 2020. That's definitely canon to the Batgirl
All right.
movie.
So now
No.
we know different people on the internet are saying there's not a possible. It's very unlikely. And then Mikey Sutton and Sill are saying they're from their sources. They feel it's very likely that there's a path forward.
But if we're
he's
talking
saying-
about like,
But I'm going on their stuff. I'm
Okay.
just doing this and then presenting to you what Ezra says. I then reported Affleck wouldn't be killed off. Thus the Snyderverse was safe. Some folks didn't get the memo, either that or they want to pursue a false narrative. I think that's why they call them the Bias Brothers, to be fair, when he's doing that angle in his article. But that's his freedom of speech to do. Flash star Ezra Miller seemingly tossed the Flash rumors in the garbage. I don't know about that. But this is what Ezra reported, and then we can comment. Someone DM'd him. Fans are going crazy thinking the movie is erasing Zack's movies. They don't see the potential this movie will bring. And then he says, no power or force in any known megaverse, and this does sound like something he would say, would or could ever erase Zack Snyder's mighty works. You could take that quote, take that to the bank, to the press, to the schools, to the military. And this is where I think this is Ezra speaking, I believe, and the other pillar of capitalism. That's why I think
Ezra said this?
Yeah, forgetting cause of what you think, where it would try to think of a group of things, you always forget one of them. I don't know what he's saying at the end there. But basically he's saying he doesn't believe that's going to happen. So that is another source that throws in the question. So basically we don't know. That's all it is.
I read some of the stuff that's going to be in the Flash. It's from the Snyderverse. It's going to merge basically into a new universe.
all right. So all this spurging out here, all this freaking out over all this stuff. Hey Josh, can you mute, bud? You got some background going.
Oh, sorry.
Kids, yeah.
That kid's having fun.
Oh, it's all good. I was just like,
Yeah.
I was losing my train of thought. No, God damn it. You have to swing back to me. God dang it.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. That's
No,
all right.
it's okay. It's okay. I had I'll get it.
Basically, no one knows. That's all I've been trying to prove.
I get it, and it's like I said, it's
And speculation is fun.
We know. No, I'm joking, we don't know.
But the most important disclaimer we've had since the beginning of this thing is don't let your expectations make you become toxic and ruin it for you.
Okay,
that is important.
I remember what I was going to say because I tweeted it earlier today. Okay, so basically what my tweet was is that, dude, nobody's got a time machine. And last time I checked, deneuralizers aren't a thing.
We did.
Okay. I wish we did too. There's a lot of stuff I like to forget. Okay. So
we're working on it.
That being said, there is no way that Snyder's work is going to be erased. Okay. If they're narratively changed or written off, that's completely different. That's the reboot that WB wants.
Happens all the time in
happens all the time in entertainment. Yeah. Stars and actors get written off shows every day.
Yeah, that's fair.
So it's like, it's not getting erased. So stop this hyperbolic nonsense that's just firing people off for this. Okay.
And it makes people upset. Yeah.
And that's why I can see people sitting back and saying, oh, well, here goes the Snyder fans again, because you guys are spurging out over nothing. And the optics of that look terrible.
Hey, Zentek. As Ken Kitts, I also...
Tony was saying, if you guys want to get some stuff, try a little diplomacy.
Yeah. We have other topics here. And this, I also think if anyone saw really thought I was going tinfoil hat was my speculation that why is this coming out now? Because DC and Warner Brothers wants you to stop talking about Spider-Man's box office. Why did that all come out now? It was January 1st. People need clicks. Listen, ad revenue on YouTube goes down in January. It also goes down on websites too. The big advertisers stop spending as much money, and you want to get some clicks. And that is my speculation that everyone wants to steer especially if you look at the polls.
Well, yeah, everything I just said would entice somebody to come onto a stream.
Yeah.
And talk about it for 2 hours. I mean, come on.
I mean, yeah. I mean, like this.
I don't know.
Movie.
I don't know if DJC Studios is a good source. Can you read this, Brian?
Venom can help Superman defeat the Joker and Hannibal Lecter with the Justice League Avengers. Dude, if this happens, bro, yes.
Well, we do have a source in the chat that says this is going to happen, but I don't know if you're credible, DJC. I would like that to happen.
I believe it.
Oh, Aaron believes it, DJC. Okay. But I think the reason that listen,
I think it's all a bit of a perspective.
I feel that a lot of people do have sources, but the studios manipulate them for free press, and
they lie.
They sometimes give false stories. Yeah. They give stories if they want their project to
tell
go
you
through,
what you
and
want to hear.
Well, they give. There may be competing people at a studio that want their version to go forward, and then the other person's idea not to.
They do it to cash. They do it to cash the gullible ones.
But I think there was a media blitz the other day. Why all the sources at the same time said there's some relevancy to this because what is in the main topic? Spider-Man movies, Spider-Man box office, and now what did it switch to? WB and Batman. Potentially. Yeah. That's why Andy Signore made the thumbnail. I mean, who's going to give Andy Signore a exclusive unless there's a media blitz about Val Kilmer?
I think
no one wants to talk to Andy Signore unless they have to.
We should talk about Morbius.
I'm sorry. Yeah, he has sources. He has sources too, but let's not. I think there's too many sources.
Why would anybody want to give sources Signore knowing what he is? Like seriously.
Well, I mean, he still has them, but let's be real. Whoever
does that is stupid.
He has a platform.
Tony and Blinded Braille do have a point. There's not a lot of third-party verification or any type of verification. If someone like Andy Signore gets someone that says him something, he's going to use it. Just look at look at John Campa. He acts like he's too cool for school and like he won't do something. But then he throws his watermark on some shit just because he thinks it'll get him some money or clout. You know, he acts like he's above the scoop game, but we really knows what he's doing. You know how much he profited off of that with views, and he's like, my numbers are up for some reason. Yeah, John Campia, we know. So let's not. There's problem is let me see. Let me get to this Fandango, and then we gotta wrap it up the next 15 minutes because I've been on the internet too long. All right. Well, this is horror movies. Let me see. All right, here.
The third one.
All right, here, I'll show this. This also does not bode well. The Flash has an uphill battle.
Yes, it does.
Based on fans, consumer confidence is not there yet. There's lots of rumors. We just don't know. And there's a lot of uncertainty, even in the DCEU is the problem. Top 10 most anticipated 2022 movies: Wakanda Forever, Multiverse of Madness. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Sorry. Wakanda Forever. Number 2, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. 3, The Batman. And Fandango has a bigger reach than Joe Blow, so this is a good indication. Thor: Love and Thunder, Jurassic World Dominion, Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness number 6, Avatar 2, Aquaman: The Lost Kingdom, Top Gun Maverick, Mission Impossible 7. So as much stuff as they are throwing into the Flash, that doesn't bode well. So maybe we get a fire trailer. If we get a fire trailer, I don't see it being $1 billion movie right now. That could change.
I'm good for Jurassic Park because I didn't think the last movie of Jurassic Park was very good.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was not a good movie.
And been good for a while.
I think the one in 2015 was good when they had the new cast.
Jeffrey Bill, I revisited because someone said that I revisited that topic because someone had another poll, and I thought was interesting. Yeah. No, this Isaac. I will listen. Let's have Isaac on that show where we discuss DCEU canon because that will be a headache. And that's ultimately that lies on the feet of Warner Brothers.
Well,
they have made it confusing. They have made it confusing.
The Flash is a sequel to the 2017 Justice League, not the Snyder Cut. So
it's a sequel to both because both.
Are you excited?
Because the character. Listen, Justice League from Joss Whedon was still the footage in the actors that Zack Snyder filmed.
No,
so
that's true.
That's why it's muddy. That's why it's foggy. Like, what is this? That's why it's not clear. It's not a clear picture. We'll have to wait and see.
No, the picture hasn't been clear since BVS. So
Justice League is Justice League. It just has two different takes. It's like a director's cut and an extended cut. That's all it is. It's not like one's canon and
we will put a pin on this conversation, but basically, there's actors and storylines that are still started from when he was doing a lot at DC. And they are trying to have it both ways, have a reboot and kill off storylines and leave it on a cliffhanger. So basically, the Snyder Cut left it where Darkseid said he was going to return. And it's like making The Empire Strikes Back and never making Return of the Jedi. You're like, we're going to do something different. So you have to consider that. But we'll move on to another topic.
Like literally what Warner Brothers did. So.
Yes, exactly. So, let's talk about a non-controversial topic. J.K. Rowling. Let's bring that up. No, listen. I am not trying to cancel anyone, and I don't want to comment on her comments. She has her freedom of speech. I think they should consider her for any material if it helps.
I watched it. I watched the thing last night. They did kind of acknowledge her. They did acknowledge her a little bit.
Well, Slash Film says Harry Potter needs to move on without J.K. Rowling. I don't think that's necessarily true. Listen, you can not like the things she says. That's still her right until she does something illegal. This is where we have to be consistent with cancel culture. Like, just like we don't want Gina Carano canceled. I think she made some dumb comments. And I understand the studio not wanting to deal with it. Yeah. But we, just like we don't care if us on the panel, we're at least consistent with no cancel culture. We don't want Simu Liu canceled either, or people that write for Star Wars because they say things that are not within the Star Wars on their social media. We have to be consistent. Being consistent with cancel culture is an important goal.
Only happy if somebody gets canceled if I disagree with them.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So
I'm
not. I really do not want to get into her comments because there are differences of opinion even with my friends, and I'm not suggesting anyone has difference of opinion, but I'm just saying it's not the right place. I don't think she should be canceled as long as she hasn't done anything against the law and she's using her freedom of speech. But I understand the people in charge of the studio might not want to deal with it. But I think if she is if she's a consultant on these projects, why wouldn't you have her as a consultant? Just because of the people crying on the internet, I think there's a stronger pull to keep her involved than Gina Carano.
The idea of expanding Harry Potter,
she created like not having George Lucas as a consultant.
I think expanding Harry Potter should have been talked a long time ago when Deathly Hallows, when they finished the 7 movies.
Mm-hmm.
I know the Fantastic Beasts happened, but I think there should have been more talk about expanding the universe when that movie ended. The Deathly Hallows Part 2.
Well, Josh, what's your opinion on this too? We're not getting to her comments, but it doesn't help if you start removing creators of properties as no longer consultant because they're controversial. I think that's a different category than actors. Actors, you want them to behave, but the creator of the property, I don't think that's going to help if they remove her. Like if they decide to do a Harry Potter series now and they don't want to talk to her now just because she's controversial, as long as she hasn't done anything against the law, I think we have to be consistent with it. I'm not co-signing her comments. I'm not even commenting on her comments. It's just that's my opinion.
Let's define what cancel culture is. It's not just firing someone for doing something wrong or bad. It's erasing them from society.
Mm-hmm.
All right. If someone says something messed up and they get fired, okay. Like when you take certain jobs, especially when I was in the military, you're only allowed to make public statements when given permission by your chain of command. Well, in the military, that's the way it was. So if you're making public statements, then you got to be careful what you say. All right. Yeah. But freaking J.K. Rowling has always been controversial.
Good Lord, this guy doesn't stop trolling.
Yeah. No. I remember when she was doing the Harry Potters, and anytime they'd interview her, she would take a shot at Americans. Yeah. So
she's not a good person.
Well, I mean, that's your opinion. I don't want to, I don't want to. I don't necessarily want to have a conversation with her, but I don't think it helps if you're talking about a good Harry Potter series to remove the creator that created the project, not as a consultant.
Well, it'd have been like kicking George Lucas off of the prequels. You know what I mean? Like, all right, George, get out of here. You said some stuff 10 years ago we didn't disagree with now.
He probably did. George probably did.
Oh, I'm sure he did.
Yeah.
It's a good thing he sold.
Yeah.
Her work is great, and I love the Harry Potter movies. But yeah, she took shots at Americans like they were lesser for a while.
Yeah, she did say that. I remember that.
Thanks for sharing, Forth.
Freaking, I'm not saying I hate her. It's just people are allowed to have their opinion. We live in America. Well, you don't, Aaron. I'm sorry, but
it's the same thing. Or kind of the same thing.
But like freedom of speech. I'm big into freedom of speech, whether we agree with it or not.
Dude, if Tolkien was still alive, if who wrote James Bond? Ian Fleming was still alive. Yeah. I mean, dude, he would have got canceled. Dude, the stuff that Ian Fleming said and did was just like insane. So like people wouldn't like have a very different opinion of them now.
That's a fair criticism, Smog. J.K. Rowling helped write Fantastic Beasts films, and they sucks regardless of what she said or did. The films are better without. Now that's a critique. That has nothing to do with her words.
Maybe she's like Gene Roddenberry towards the end there, just
I like Fantastic Beasts. I think part of the problems were direction on the film. Like, I don't know if that was necessarily her fault or not, but that's a fair critique though. If we keep it to that, if we remove the art from the artist and then also keep it to the art, the critique, I
don't know. It's unforgivable. How could you have a badass like Colin Farrell and then have him like polyjuice out into freaking Johnny Depp? I rolled my eyes so hard when I saw that. I was like, oh.
Well, to be fair, she already knows. Like, we already know that they're not going to have her involvement, so she's just letting.
She's not, but
she's already a made woman. She has her money.
She's pretty much a billionaire. She's a billionaire.
No, she doesn't care. So
she's a billionaire.
They basically know. She basically knows she's not going to have an involvement.
She doesn't care. She's a billionaire. Yeah. Off the Harry Potter, she's a billionaire.
There's lots of art. Yeah, Lovecraft too problematic, but a genius writer and creator. Yes. DJ Studio says America. Yeah. Hell yeah, DJC. America.
Right. Red, white, and blue, baby.
Yeah, she has never cared about what people thought about her. It's just kind of J.K. Rowling's thing. Like, she don't give a shit.
No, I'm not. Besides Harry Potter and Fantastic Beasts, like I could care less, except being consistent with cancel culture. Like I don't like people being canceled, but I don't think if she wrote a new project, I don't think any studio would jump on it.
I just never heard of anything about expanding the Harry Potter universe out there, except in the video game.
I'm highlighting this one because this is damn creative.
It's called Pottermore.
Listen, you are a troll, but like, what the hell? We drink soy milk behind KFC. I gotta tell Enosh that.
Doing things with Enosh behind.
I like KFC. I don't know about drinking soy milk behind. Yeah, like, what the hell is like? Is this really what you wanted to get,
man?
Listen, I don't hate soy milk either, but KFC and soy milk together is really weird.
Yes.
Like, I don't get that. That's not a good combo.
Well, I mean, if you go to one with the Taco Bell, like 80% of the meat is soy.
Listen, if you Doctor 33rd 100 years of Doctor Who, if you really think I'm some soy boy, why am I at KFC? KFC is all about America.
It's chicken.
Like
KFC is freaking awesome.
Right. Original recipe.
Popeyes is better.
For original recipe. Holidays, we got $10 off.
Original recipe and soy together? I don't get it.
I would take Chick-fil-A any day.
No.
I'm not taking Chick-fil-A over KFC. Sorry, Brian. This is where we're gonna have to agree to disagree.
Man, now if you said Enosh and Max, be consistent, bro, with your trolling. If you said Enosh and Max were drinking soy milk at Panera Bread, I'm like, okay.
Now that's just gross. No.
Yeah.
Vegetarian Panera Bread, like
right.
Or at Starbucks, I can have a soy latte,
I had my first bots.
All right, we have 2 more topics and we'll end the members only.
Ooh, I have to try Church's biscuits. Man, I love it.
The top
food.
Top 25 Office episodes of all time.
Oh my god.
We'll just go through it quick.
Anyone where he was ranting about freaking
Andy's
Toby.
play. I don't agree with Andy's play. I like him, but he was my least favorite character though. I still
that
like
must
him.
have been when I stopped watching because there was a few seasons that I just kind of
Goodbye, Michael.
Yeah, that's when I left.
Fred, I don't remember this one. I have to go back. I missed some.
Oh my god.
Oh wait.
Threat Level Midnight.
The 3 seasons. Oh, season 7. Yeah, I didn't watch that.
Boys and Girls. What?
That was pretty funny when he cut the face.
Paper Cop. I like this one. I like that.
Oh yeah.
The Return. Niagara.
Oh yeah.
I hated that when they did that.
Guard Party. Prince Family. Yeah, that was funny. Dwight in
that was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Is
Golden
that
Ticket.
a,
Tommy Tallarico. No.
Hey, Aaron, did you see freaking Rainn Wilson's tweet a couple days ago?
No.
He said that he could take Sting in a match.
Yeah. All right.
Johnny Knoxville's gonna be in the Royal Rumble, so why not?
And
Benny Hanna Christmas.
He's gonna have to bring up the freaking flying toe hold.
Oh, this could they even do this on sitcoms now?
What?
Gay witch hunt.
The stuff they do in Office you cannot do now.
No, I don't know. I don't know if this would fly in the PC culture right now.
No.
Seriously. Michael Scott would probably be canceled nowadays.
Michael Scott, definitely.
Oh, look at that. Drug testing.
Oh yeah. That was hilarious.
Safety training.
Hey, can you pee in this? I went to a
wow, this too. A lot of this.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
you would be on CNN if you did this to
It's like one of the first episodes too. Yeah.
Oh my God. I want to go back and watch The Office.
Hey.
To be fair, it's accurate to some bosses.
It's true. I've worked in office settings and stuff.
Scott's
before.
thoughts. The convention.
Oh, yeah.
Launch
that was
party.
Funny.
Fun run. The Dundies. Oh, it's like I'm like Michael Scott too, making the fandom awards. The Dundies. Should I call them the Dundies next year?
Oh man,
maybe,
that'd be
because I don't have to get someone to make the award. I could just buy Dundies on Amazon and send them to people. You got a Dundee? The Fandom Awards official award is a Dundee. That would be funny for next year.
That would be funny.
Yeah.
The Injury. I don't remember that one. Dinner Party. Okay. Well, that's that. And then I have one more topic because this is interesting. I don't know about this. This is. You used to work at Chili's? Yeah, you did. I did learn that about Potion Sword Run today. Dinner Party is the best episode. Now, I would like to do a watch party for sitcoms, like really funny sitcoms. I will nominate you for that.
If we did Seinfeld, I'll laugh so hard.
All right, last topic of the night, and then I need to bounce from the internet. I've been all over the internet tonight. New Morbius Andrew Garfield Spider-Man referenced the new trailer.
Was he?
I have to see where. The latest look at Morbius features new newspaper headlines that reference both Rhino and Black Cat, who appeared in Andrew Garfield's second outing as the web slinger in The Amazing Spider-Man 2. There is also an Oscorp building with the same Oscorp logo featured in the Garfield film. It had the Oscorp logo from the Garfield film. Adding more to this potential multiverse storytelling, the newspaper has the same Daily Bugle logo that has been seen in Venom Let There Be Carnage.
So it could be that it could be that the
I didn't realize. I have to go back and watch that. Did you guys realize that the logos were more in line with the Garfield version
No.
of Spider-Man? I didn't know that.
No.
No, I know
I
this
didn't.
is old news. It's new to me, Anthony. It's new to
But-
me.
So how does the Vulture fit in this?
Yeah, I actually started watching Curb Your Enthusiasm recently. You know,
How's the Vulture fit in this?
what's your thoughts on this, Josh, Brian? That it might hint at potential of returning of Garfield's version.
Hell yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, bring it on.
Hell yeah. Freaking Aaron's going to have a job because he's Andrew Garfield's stunt double. Yeah.
Yes, I am.
Yeah. Well, I have to I didn't realize, I'm not as astute as other nerds where I don't realize that is the Daily Bugle from the Andrew Spider-Man verse and not the Holland.
Yes.
I just wasn't thinking of that.
Because it wasn't really featured in the Amazing Spider-Man movies, the Daily Bugle.
But I just wasn't I'm like, okay, Daily Bugle. I don't realize that's the logo specific to the Andrew Garfield Daily Bugle, or So we'll wait and see. Okay.
So
So
this Vulture fit in this if he's from the MCU.
We're talking
2
about
words.
food.
Why not?
Yeah.
Why not? Like, everybody else has had a third movie except for Andrew Garfield. Why not just give him a third movie? See how it goes.
Well, were you here? Did you watch the episode of MME where we talked about Spider-Man?
Andrew's not here, is he?
No.
Okay.
Still say the word 3 times,
I
he'll
would
appear.
be more than happy to see.
Well, I
Chasm 3.
said in a chat that I wanted Andrew Garfield in a 3 just to give it to him, all right? If it
Just
tanks,
to round
it tanks.
it
If it's
out,
great,
man.
it's great. And this dude said I was dead to him. Like, so, I kid you not. I'm serious.
F you,
Like,
man.
come on, we're friends. It's just a movie, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
No, Toby
no,
is
people
life.
dunk on me
It's
for
life.
liking Ben Affleck Daredevil. I
Toby
say
is
they're
life.
dead to me or
Sorry,
Oh,
I'll stop mocking.
hey,
end a
Anthony.
friendship over it. It's fine.
You should, Anthony. We got to have you on to talk about your VHS collection. I get really happy when he shows his new VHS.
Wait,
We can't talk about other stuff, Anthony. We got to be, stay on nerd
It's
stuff.
like Venom
Listen here, boo.
long.
But Anthony, hit me up this week for MME. We got to have him on to see what VHS he got. In his
Wait a minute.
I like old school souls that still collect
Bradley.
old stuff.
Is Bradley gonna know what a VHS is?
Bradley just mentioned Matt Smith. Isn't he the new Game of Thrones? Isn't that coming out today or something this week? The Game of Thrones stuff?
Actually, should we? I know he's not a member, but
House
should we
of
invite him
Dragons.
on towards the end if he's available?
Well, I was gonna say, I thought we were gonna end this, man. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
I was
We'll
just
end it.
Yeah, because you want to keep it at an hour, right?
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
It's about an
Anthony,
hour, yeah.
hit me up this week, and we'll.
Sorry,
have you
no
on.
offense,
Yeah.
Anthony. I'm
No,
getting
but-
kinda tired.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
you're cool,
Okay,
Anthony.
that's fine.
Just
No, I
rules.
should rest. I really should. It's been a lot. I should rest.
You
And
got
then-
a long weekend ahead of you, dude. You got to pace
Yeah.
yourself.
Yes, exactly. All right. Well, talking about food, when the chat has steered towards food only, we need to end anyway because I'm getting hungry and I'm
Come
on
on
a
down,
diet.
Brian, Master of Noms.
I'm hungry too.
Wednesdays, 5
Yeah.
o'clock Pacific Standard.
Yes.
We talk food. It's good.
All right, and check out Roosevelt
Food.
or Galaxy Comic Nerd is his channel name, I believe.
We're gonna be talking about food, prawn. It's gonna be amazing.
Now I'm getting hungry. All right, bye everyone. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned to this channel. We'll have lots of fun and lots of debates coming up. Bye everyone.
Oh, come check us out tomorrow.
Yeah, go check out Josh tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm doing a watch party on some Old Republic fan films. It's gonna be fun.
Ooh,
If you
cool,
like Star
cool.
Wars, come check it out.
Interesting. Ooh.
All right, end broadcast.